5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Volkswagen launches a little ship. Introducing the 1992 VR6 1992 VR6 Corrado SLC. The sports car that lets you live out your wildest fantasies.
Okay, so what you really want is a Ferrari. But hey, you gotta admit they are a bit on the pricey side these days. How about considering a Volkswagen instead? Granted, you probably don't think of a Volkswagen as an incredible, high-performance sports car. A good point, considering the Karmann Ghia didn't exactly break the sound barrier. But hey, life moves really fast, and if you stand around, you're gonna miss it. And the Volkswagen engineers haven't been exactly standing around. They like to have a little fun too. Well, now they've gone completely off the radar screen and come up with a little rocket ship, the VR6-powered Corrado SLC. Consider this, 0 to 60 in just 6.8 seconds. A top track speed of 140. This is one powerful dose of Farfignugan, guaranteed to gain you some respect from even the most sophisticated automotive aficionados. What you've just witnessed is an excellent example of rule number 1 of owning a sports car. And I quote no less an authority than Teddy Roosevelt. Speak softly and carry a big stick. And this new Corrado SLC carries a really big stick. A 178 horsepower VR6 engine. For all you technoids, this is a revolutionary new engine design that so turned on the editors of Popular Science magazine, they called it one of the year's great achievements in science and technology. To help you get a better handle on this new engine, I've prepared a little audio-visual presentation.
Volkswagen introduces the VR6 engine, an extremely compact new power plant with cylinders aligned at a space-efficient 15 degrees. With the traditional inline 6-cylinder engine, all 6 cylinders are configured straight up and down, making for a rather long, cumbersome unit. On the other hand, the typical V6 engine has cylinders aligned at 60 or 90 degrees, making it very wide. Engineers refer to this revolutionary new design as a narrow V.
Just checking to see if you're paying attention. Anyhow, what really gets your attention about this engine is the horsepower, 178, and the torque. The VR6 maintains 80% of its maximum torque from 1,300 to 6,300 RPM. And that translates to a sports car that means business when it comes off the launching pad and asks you to rev it up through all 5 gears when the opportunity presents itself. Which brings us to rule number 2 of owning a sports car. Always be prepared to take advantage of the opportunities. With seating for 4 full-size humans and room for lots of stuff, this Corrado definitely opens up some promising possibilities. But hey, don't get the wrong idea. The Volkswagen engineers haven't completely turned into party animals. Under their somewhat frivolous exterior, they're still serious, practical guys. So I must be honest with you. The Corrado is also a sensible, practical car. Hey, it has an automatic passive restraint seatbelt system, ABS braking, and a new traction control system that automatically distributes power to the drive wheel that needs it most. Still, we must also consider Rule 3 of owning a sports car. And if your head is into driving, you probably already know this one. A twisty road is definitely more fun than a straight one. Now, if you're a cone head, that means slalom speeds bordering on the incredible and cornering that maxes out at 0.83 Gs. If you're an arrowhead, think about a drag coefficient of 0.32 and a speed-activated rear spoiler that automatically raises at 45 miles per hour to reduce lift. Okay, now it's time for a recap. Rule number 1 of owning a sports car: speak softly and carry a big stick. Rule number 2, be prepared to take advantage of the opportunity. Rule number 3, a twisty road is more fun than a straight one. Okay, so maybe even with its VR6 engine, the Corrado SLC isn't exactly a Ferrari. But hey, life is full of little compromises. And 0 to 60 in 6.8 seconds is one compromise I can definitely live with.